What's up guys, and welcome to my channel, Flame with 4. In this issue 12, we're going to be doing Build a DeLorean, the rear suspension and the rear brake system. So here we go with issue 12. Right, so I mean, this issue looks pretty good. You've got the rear left hub carrier, you've got the rear left radius arm, a bit of a boot, you've got the front left track rod, a flange, you've also got the rear shock assembly and the spring. You've got a link, a bracket, and the rear brake disc, and the rear brake caliper, and then all the screws that are listed here. I find it easier just to kind of just tip them out and then sort through them. I like to sort out the screws first. I know we have quite a few left over in each issue where we could probably just be using the other screws, but I find that it's a pretty good thing to just get them out, get them prepared, so that you're ready to do the build. And it's going to be such a good thing to do because I mean we're going to be attaching this to the body as well, so the rear suspension is going to be done, so that's really good. So the first thing we're doing is the rear left radius arm. So we're just going to attach the two screws there. So the first thing we're going to be doing is attaching two CM screws onto that so that it fits that into place, and then obviously that will be securing them two parts together. I do find that I have to go with a bigger screwdriver to get them tight enough. The screwdriver they come with never really seems to be tight enough. And then once you've attached all of that, what you need to do is you need to attach the bracket to the side of the frame using some BM screws, which we'll be doing in a moment. But I mean, overall, I mean, on this section here, I think I'm just tightening up just one of the bits. Yeah, so we're going to attach this side radius arm. I'm just going to check which one it is. So yeah, so we've attached the link to the bracket, and then that is going to be attached to it as well. You are going to have to make some modifications to this section for it to all fit together, but we'll go through that in a moment once we get to that section. But I mean, it's a bit sad that we had to do a modification, but I feel like if we didn't do the modification, it probably would break trying to force stuff, so we'll get to that in a sec. Right, here I'm just putting the little caliper onto the actual brake disc itself, which is quite cool. A lot of people have painted theirs up and modified them, which is fine. I mean, people do different things. Right, so here we go, guys. Right, so we need to modify that little bracket. So the left hub carrier doesn't seem to fit. My one didn't. Yours might. Just let me know if yours did. But it didn't seem to fit. You can file this down. So basically the link needs to fit into there. And the shock assembly also needs to fit with one screw, but mine didn't fit through. So I used some 180 grit sandpaper. I sanded down the link, and then I also sanded down the rear left hub carrier, just enough just so that they fitted in. Like I say, you could possibly use a file if you need to, but I did find sanding them down allowed that long, is it an IM screw to go all the way through? So, I mean, it did help. So, it's entirely up to you if you want to do that. But it works for me. The rear part where it sort of folds down to go into flight mode goes down really well, really easily. I do like the suspension on the back. I think it's really good. There you go. There it is being folded down. And, it goes together well. It looks good. It looks like proper suspension. They haven't left any details out. It does look very good. I mean, it's a shame that half of this is going to be hidden by body panels, to be fair, but you know it's there because obviously you built it. So it's just good to know that you're going to get a good quality build once it's finished. And look at the sheer size of it. It's massive. It really is big. I can't believe just like how, I know it's an expensive item and you think, yeah, you should be getting value for money, but you are getting a big car out of it. Right, guys, so if you got stuck with the front left track rod, putting the flange on and found that it's a little bit loose, I found using these long nose pliers to do it up was really good. To tighten it all the way up so that it didn't wobble. Some people have said that there should be a bit of play in it, but I want to keep it tight for now until we find out if that is the case or not. So what I've done is just shown you how you can do it. We need to fit the CV boot on. Obviously, I've not CV boot, but just boot. We need to put it on, but make sure you get it around the right way, because I got it on the wrong way. So there we go. There's me putting it on the right way. Sometimes we make mistakes, but that's why we do these videos, so you guys don't have to. So there you go. So that's really nice and tight, and hopefully we could just slacken it off a little bit if we need to. And I'm just going to show you like the overall process of it. So there you go. So we have now fitted the rear left hub carrier onto it with the suspension, and that is really it for this issue, guys. I mean, in the next issue, I think we're going to be doing a wheel. Yeah, we're going to be doing the wheel, which I'll just be showing you now. And I mean, they're a lot bigger by the looks of it than the other ones. So yeah, so stay tuned for that, guys. I'll see you in issue 13. See you again. Take care now. And remember to subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.